but I've also seen videos out there that have only been viewed 300 or 400 times, or maybe 30 times. And you think, gosh, is it really worth the effort if only 30 people, 300 people are going to view this video? What you need to understand about the web, and the question about the video first up, is market segmentation. That in an online context, the market fragments into many, many different segments. I'm not talking 10 or 100 segments, I'm talking thousands of segments. Whole series of niches. So the niche market for a particular Yamaha guitar out there, because this is a global platform, might only be 300 or 400 or 500 people. But it's dead on the money for the 300 or 400 or 500 people that have an interest in this particular guitar or this video. This is as good as it gets for them. Google searches through YouTube, and Google picks up on the keywords around particular videos and will quite readily serve it as a result on page 1 if it thinks the video is a relevant result over and above the normal web pages or maps or news items or images and so forth. If you had a video up about it, as these people do, and somebody was interested in buying that particular product, and they're not just going to search for guitars or Yamaha guitars, they know exactly what they want. They want the SG-1000. That's what they'll type into Google, and that's what we find on page 1, over and above forums, the actual official Yamaha site in the UK, the images, as I said, and 2, not just 1, but 2 videos that allow people to engage with it. If I were to click on that, it'll take me back to the YouTube channel to see the video. As I said, hopefully the branding and the call to action is in place and so forth. And if all our ducks are in a line and everything works the way we wanted it to, that's going to convert into a sale. And that ultimately is what it's all about. We're not just uploading it to make ourselves feel good that we've got stuff up on YouTube. We actually want to drive incremental sales as a result. The kids love this. 253,000 views, and it keeps on going. And that's one of the nice things about launching a campaign through the web, is that once it's up, you don't have to keep throwing money at it for it to continue to be played. Now, for the people that produce this video, this is amazing market research opportunity for them. Okay? Without asking, without paying anybody, real people out there are motivated to the point that they actually want to leave comments about the video or the brand and so forth. And for the producers or the Cancer Council themselves, they're able to come into this platform and dig through those comments and pull some fairly interesting insights out as to how the video is being received, or even sort of gauge how people are feeling about cancer within that age group and so forth. Or in many instances, it's possible just to take the video or the content set and plug it directly into Facebook or MySpace or your blog without having to deal with any code at all. Embedded on news.com.au. So this is where it starts to creep its way, syndicated content, if you will, into other platforms, a very mainstream organisation, news.com.au. And more so what we're finding these days is that interesting stories, communications, marketing tales and so forth are being picked up by mainstream media because they're trawling through the online space for their stories. So it actually jumps the species barrier. The thing that's really becoming the currency for individuals and businesses on the web, it's about genuine, being transparent, being open, being you. And these sorts of mediums, digital, especially video, pick up on that very, very readily. So if you've got a sales video, you can tell whether the sales guy is bullshitting or not. You can see it in his eyes. You just know. So this is a fantastic opportunity for all of the genuine operators out there to really sincerely get their message across. And that's why we don't want too much spin. If anything, we want a bit of grittiness. We want real people saying real things in a real environment. Okay, have a little more fun. I mean, the corporate speak that we're exposed to through corporate 1.0 websites, all about core competencies and best of breed and state of art and solutions, it's bullshit. And we know it's bullshit. We actually just turn off automatically. We don't even know we're doing it. We're so inundated with this stuff that has no meaning. I don't even know what core competencies means. If you can get real messages out there and speak more like a human, get down and dirty with real people, I think you're going to interact and engage with these people more readily. And this is where the market segmentation starts to kick in again. If you can appeal to smaller and smaller groups and be comfortable about talking to those segments, those small communities, in a way that resonates with them, you'll do a lot better than trying to speak loud to one big homogenous group at once. Okay, sort of try and tailor your message and be more relevant to the target audience. The reason that companies, that marketers have not done this in the past is because of cost. It was too hard to segment the market through mainstream media. You really just had one go of it and you tried to go for the maximum amount of exposure. Okay, that's not true anymore in digital.